What if putting this under your pillow wasn't just common advice, but the key to accessing a reality that already exists beyond what your eyes can reach? There's a silent place, invisible to the senses, where this practice pulses like an active force, shaping possibilities even without your conscious consent. Why? Then, do you still feel that money and prosperity are far away, even though you're doing everything right? Could it be that what's holding you back is outside you or inside you? Today, you got to enter that space where your power doesn't depend on luck, extreme effort, or external approval. You will rediscover what has always been there, the intelligence of creation flowing through you. You are not an accident in this random universe. You are a transmitter of vibrational codes, and putting this under your pillow is yet another call from your conscience to remember who you really are. Comment now. I activate my quantum reality. And tell me, where in the world are you watching from? I want to know how far this energy is reaching. What you'll discover today about putting something under your pillow can not only transform the way you interpret the world, but also the way you create your own reality. This simple gesture hides a profound clarity, a key to accessing invisible dimensions that govern the possibilities around you. It's not just a habit or a superstition. It's an invitation to awaken your creative consciousness and align yourself with the subtle forces that shape what you experience. Putting something under your pillow is much more than a physical act. It's a vibrational expression that connects the invisible to the visible. This practice acts as a link between your inner state and external manifestations. It is an energetic pattern that translates what you feel, think, and desire into frequencies that the universe recognizes and responds to. Thus, this simple ritual becomes a direct channel for influencing the experiences that reach you. According to Neville Goddard, one of the great masters of manifestation and the power of imagination, reality is not something fixed, but a language that reflects your inner state. For him, your thoughts, intentions, and essence form a subtle grammar that writes the world you see. For this reason, putting something under your pillow turns out to be a fundamental symbolic and vibrational tool for personal transformation, as it activates this silent communication between your interior and exterior. Ignoring this energetic language means continuing to operate with old codes, repeating patterns that no longer work, wishing for changes without altering the frequency that attracts them. It's like trying to change the image in the mirror without changing the expression on your face. This disconnection keeps you stuck in recurring cycles, blocking the prosperity that could flow naturally when you align with these subtle signals. On the other hand, when you learn to recognize this invisible language and intentionally send out your own frequencies, everything begins to align. Answers emerge more quickly. Coincidences begin to have purpose, and trust blossoms from the inside out, opening doors to a more abundant and conscious life. If this content is already awakening something new in you, subscribe to the channel now. And if you want to support this expansion, click on SuperThanks below. Your energy propels this message to more people who also need to hear it. In the next step, we'll open up the vibrational code from the inside, how it actually works in the invisible before manifesting in the physical world. But how exactly does this invisible force organize itself? How is putting something under your pillow structured before it manifests itself as a concrete result in your life? Imagine that inside you is an invisible workshop. Every thought, every emotion, and every intention function as vibrational tools in this internal space. It is in this environment that the act of putting something under the pillow begins to take shape, like a sculpture made of energy before it becomes a tangible reality. According to Neville Goddard, external reality is the reflected expression of the deepest internal states. He taught that imagination is the cause and reality is the effect. And that's exactly what's happening here. Your vibration becomes a language, and the universe a mirror that responds. By placing an object under your pillow, you're translating your inner state into a frequency that the universe recognizes, creating a vibrational code that acts as a password to access as yet unseen possibilities. Even without realizing it, you're already transmitting this invisible language all the time. Your fears, your faith, that silent intention you hold. All this builds the foundation of what you live. The big question is, how often have you consciously programmed your reality? Every thought is a note in the symphony that makes up your existence. And what you put under your pillow is a way of tuning that melody so that it echoes in the direction of prosperity. And now that you understand how this symbolic mechanism works, let's reveal the 3 pillars that consciously activate this field. They are the clear intention, the vibrant emotion, and the aligned frequency that shape your reality from the inside out. Are you ready to discover how to apply this in practice and wake up with more money in your life? Let's move on to the next step. Now that you understand how the vibrational code works behind the scenes, it's time to adjust your own broadcast. 3 fundamental elements define whether or not you are in tune with the reality you want to create. The clear intention, the emotion felt, and the compatible frequency. The first pillar is intention, which goes far beyond simply wanting something. You need to see your goal clearly, name it, and specify it precisely. The quantum mind responds to exact commands. A vague intention is like shooting an arrow without a target. Without clarity, creation loses strength and direction. The second pillar is emotion, the vibrational fuel that gives life to thought. Feeling gratitude, love, or enthusiasm for what has not yet arrived is what magnetizes that reality for you. Emotions are not mere accessories. They function as the invisible signal that connects your mind to the field of possibilities, amplifying your inner message. The third pillar is frequency, the constant pattern of your energy. It's not just about what you think occasionally, but what you maintain as a habitual state. This base frequency organizes, filters, and attracts the experiences around you, shaping the scenario where your desire can flourish. When intention, emotion, and frequency are aligned, only one last element is missing for the desired reality to manifest: inspired action. It is this subtle and powerful movement that connects your inner world to the visible one, transforming vibrations into concrete results. In the next step, we'll unveil how this bridge works, opening the way for you to act with awareness and purpose, and thus awaken to a more prosperous life. Intention, emotion, and frequency build the energy field that guides your reality. But one last link is missing for this energy to cross dimensions and manifest in the physical world: conscious action. Without it, even the clearest desires and most vibrant emotions remain on the plane of possibility without being realized. This final step is the movement that connects the internal to the external, translating vibrations into tangible results. This guided movement is not a forced effort or a struggle against circumstances. It is a natural response to the subtle impulses that arise from your vibrational alignment. It's that idea that comes lightly, the opportunity that appears almost unnoticed, the impulse to follow a path that seems right without weighing it down, without resistance. The right step flows because it is born from the harmony between what you feel and what you want to manifest. Many confuse this aligned movement with frenetic agitation. They act driven by fear, external pressure, or comparison with others, believing that unbridled effort will bring faster results. However, this attitude only strengthens the field of scarcity because the universe responds to coherence, not haste. True transformation happens when movement is born from the right frequency, calmly and confidently. You realize you're following the right path when the action awakens in you a feeling of lightness and expansion, a glow of inner clarity that dispels doubts. It could be a sudden insight, an interest in learning something new, an unexpected conversation that brings important information, or an invitation that comes naturally. There is no tension or anxiety, just the calm certainty that this is the next step. Now that you understand the power of this aligned movement, get ready to explore the mental and symbolic techniques that will accelerate this manifestation process. In the next step, you will learn how to visualize, affirm, and anchor this new frequency with all your strength, creating a fertile field for your desires to flourish. You are ready to bring this transformation to life. Before action can flow naturally, there is an invisible foundation that needs to be nurtured daily: an aligned mind, an expanded heart, and a present body. This is the foundation on which quantum anchoring techniques work, preparing you to manifest consciously and vibrationally. The action that arises from this state is not effort, but the pure expression of inner alignment. Take a few minutes out of your day to immerse yourself in a complete sensory experience of your desired reality. Imagine yourself within this scene, feeling the texture of the objects around you, perceiving the aromas that fill the environment, listening to the sounds that accompany it. Feel the natural movement of your body, the lightness and joy that accompany this achievement. Experience gratitude in advance, as if you were already living this moment. This immersion rich in sensory details creates the most powerful vibrational code, capable of transforming the quantum field. Use affirmations that are in harmony with your inner truth. Instead of repeating phrases that your subconscious rejects, such as, "I am a millionaire," prefer to say, "I align myself every day with opportunities that expand my prosperity." Let these words resonate as a natural invitation, a gentle acknowledgement of the path you are already on. The key is to feel present in this process, without internal resistance, integrating each affirmation as a genuine step towards financial expansion. Practice conscious presence and receptive silence. Even brief moments of meditation open up space for the universe to respond. In silence, your intuition stands out, mental noise decreases, and alignment with the flow is strengthened. To be present is to be magnetic. A calm, focused mind attracts much more accurately than 1,000 anxious, scattered desires. Learn to value not doing as an essential part of creation. However much you practice these techniques, there may be invisible blocks, fears, limiting beliefs that sabotage and cancel out your vibration. It's time to shine a light on these hidden areas, to look inwards with courage and kindness. In the next step, we'll reveal how these silent blocks operate and how you can consciously reprogram them, paving the way for even deeper and longer-lasting prosperity. Even when you dedicate yourself to the techniques, do you feel that the results don't come? This is more common than it sounds, and it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. Often, there is something invisible blocking the flow of creation that you so desire. These deep blocks act silently, preventing the energy of your desire from manifesting fully. It's not your fault. It's just part of the alignment process we need to go through to access a more abundant reality. These invisible blocks are like hidden codes installed throughout life. They come from echoes of the past, emotional memories that have become impregnated in your vibrational field, or inherited patterns that have shaped the way you feel and react to the world. They are filters that reinterpret everything you emit, creating a frequency that may be misaligned with what you truly want to manifest. They are not personal flaws, but automatic responses that your energy system has adopted in order to protect itself or survive. You can notice these barriers when you find yourself repeating behaviors that don't make sense for your desire, such as procrastinating, feeling that you don't deserve more, being afraid of success, or even feeling uncomfortable when you receive something good. Even if your conscious mind asks for prosperity and abundance, if your vibrational base is attuned to scarcity, the field responds with resistance, creating a cycle that is difficult to break. The key to transforming this reality begins with a loving and conscious look at these patterns. When you observe them clearly, name what is happening inside you, and consciously decide to stop feeding these automatic reactions, you open up space for change. Each time the internal saboteur arises, you can pause, take a deep breath, and replace the old response with a new vibrational command aligned with your highest desire. Recognizing and illuminating these blockages is the first step towards true transformation. Now that you know how to identify them, you're ready to move on to the next phase. The installation of new internal codes, frequencies that correspond to your most authentic and powerful identity. Together, we will build this new vibrational system, anchored in the truth you wish to live and manifest. Now that you've identified the patterns that limit your vibration, it's time to make a conscious choice to install new vibrational codes. This process begins with mindfulness, with a true intention of transformation. Releasing the old is making room for the new to flourish. And this decision is the first step towards aligning your energy with the reality you want to manifest. But what are these vibrational codes? Imagine them as energy signatures that carry the essence of what you think, feel, believe, and decide. Every positive thought, every aligned word, every small conscious action is a line of code that you insert into your energy field. These codes define your dominant frequency, shaping the internal environment that reflects in the external world. To install a new pattern, it is essential to repeat with emotion the state you want to live in. Use affirmations that resonate with your truth. Visualize every detail of your new reality and speak as if you were already in it. However, thinking and speaking are not enough. It is the congruence between your inner self and your actions that sets the code in your energy. Each micro-action you carry out confirms your intention to the universe, strengthening your new vibrational signature. These codes need to be nurtured in order to remain firm. One practical way is to keep a vibrational diary, where you record your inner states and acknowledge your progress. Another strategy is to create presence reminders, which help you return to focus and cultivate a dominant, natural inner state. It's not about controlling every thought, but allowing the new frequency to become your habitual way of being. When this new code begins to stabilize within you, the external world will begin to respond in a concrete way. In the next step, we'll explore how to identify the first signs of manifestation in your daily life and learn how to amplify them further. Remember, you are rewriting your reality from the inside out, and every conscious choice is a vibrational vote that echoes in the universe. Put these new codes under your pillow. Let them act while you rest, and wake up to a life with more prosperity and alignment. When the new codes begin to settle into your vibrational field, external reality doesn't respond with big, immediate explosions, but rather with subtle signals, symbolic responses that reveal that your new frequency is active and alive. These signs of manifestation work like dimensional mirrors, small occurrences that carry meaning, coincidences charged with intention, numerical repetitions, unexpected encounters, or ideas that arise at exactly the right moment. They are echoes of the energy field, whispering to you, "We hear your vibration." Recognizing these signals requires refined attention and a keen, symbolic perception. They don't always appear in the way you expect. It could be a phrase you hear repeated 3 times in one day, a thought reflected in another person's conversation, an opportunity that arises when you allow yourself to let go of control. The secret lies in being present, attentive to the moment, interpreting it with your heart and not just with your rational mind. It is in this space of presence that the deep meaning of these signals is revealed, showing that reality is responding to the frequency you emit. By identifying these signs and cultivating gratitude for them, you intensify the vibrational field you are creating. Giving thanks is like saying to the universe, "Yes, I see. Go on." Each confirmation, however small it may seem, is an invitation for the new reality to manifest in greater abundance. This loving acknowledgement reinforces the harmony between your inner self and the external world, amplifying the desired manifestation in a natural and harmonious way. Now that you have learned to perceive these living reflections of your new frequency in the world around you, it's time to prepare the ground for complete integration. In the next step, we will unite each part of this journey into a new vibrational identity, a way of being aligned, conscious, and powerful. It will be time to live in full harmony with your creation, with spiritual responsibility and an expanded vision of what is possible to manifest. Feel that reality is whispering back, offering answers in the form of vivid reflections, and allow this vibrational dance to lead you to the next stage of your awakening and transformation. You have come this far because something inside you has recognized the truth that has been revealed. On this journey, you have accessed hidden codes, reprogrammed invisible patterns, aligned your vibration, learned to act with awareness, and started to perceive the subtle signals that the universe sends around you. All this was no accident, but a call to awaken and transform. But knowing is not enough. Real change happens through integration. The new reality you desire no longer depends on external circumstances, but on how much you choose to live in coherence with the field you have activated inside. This means acting, thinking, and feeling like someone who is already living the highest version of themselves every day, in every moment. To live at this frequency is to embrace a vibrational lifestyle where mind, heart, and body come together in constant harmony. Ignore this wisdom and you risk returning to the same old cycles. The knowledge you have acquired is a powerful key, and keys only work when they are used. The universe doesn't respond to what you listen to, but to what you vibrate with intention and constancy. Now you know this. This is an immense power, but also a profound responsibility. If this journey has touched your heart, enlightened your mind, or lit a new flame in you, subscribe to the channel now. Here, you'll find more deep, direct, and distraction-free content that will continue to nourish your expansion. And if you feel like giving back generously, click on the Super Thanks button below and make a symbolic contribution. This way, this message reaches more people, keeps this work alive, and strengthens a vibrational network of active consciousness. What you've started here is just the beginning. Keep your field clean, your mind awake, and your intention clear. Come back to this content whenever you need reminding of who you are, a conscious co-creator, capable of shaping reality with presence and vibrational power. May your journey continue to expand, and may your light reach those who need to feel it. You are ready, live as one,